Cincinnati, Ohio. Oh, this is my
20-year-old Lanaya
state.
Dawson, affectionately known as Naya to those who loved her, was the kind of person who lit up every room she entered. With an infectious smile and an ever-present sense of humor, she kept everyone around her laughing and full of joy. Described as a vibrant and caring soul, Naya was more than just a friend. She was a devoted daughter, a loving mother to her 1-year-old daughter, and a big sister who always looked out for her loved ones. Her energy was magnetic, and she had a zest for life that was impossible to ignore. In addition to being a beacon of positivity, Naya was an aspiring rapper, performing under the name Naya Jordan. Her first track, Up Next, was gaining momentum in her local community.
Really from the 5, but I be up the way. Really from the 5, but I be in the 4. Really from the 5, and I be in the 8. When I pop outside, niggas know I don't play. Man, I ain't take her out on no date. I ain't got time if it ain't about pay. My job
hold on.
Time to go on the road.
Bow.
Smack me a plate.
Bow.
So anything I get my hands on. Give me the dope, I build a dope phone. It to extend your zone. The purpose in his ass home. I made 50 off for ice.
Hey, this song ain't even bad. I ain't even gonna lie.
Got the back end trying to
I like the flow and the beat.
I ain't going home. It's hating on her when she on your block get hectic. And they ready for second.
But beyond her ambitions, she was someone who thrived on connection. Her family and friends were her everything. Naya's life, full of potential and dreams, would change in the blink of an eye, leaving those who knew and loved her with an unimaginable sense of loss. Just after midnight on December 7th, 2024, police were called to a distressing scene in Mount Airy Forest, Cincinnati's largest park, following reports of an unresponsive person lying in the roadway along the 4900 block of Trail Ridge Road. When officers arrived and approached the scene, they discovered the lifeless body of an adult female.
Oh my God.
Her condition gravely concerning. As authorities began to assess the situation, they immediately recognized the urgency of the case, initiating a thorough investigation to determine the circumstances of the tragic discovery.
Lying
That's
on the road
crazy,
in the middle
though.
of Mount Airy Forest, police responded
And
to
the
a
middle
call
of the
from an
road is
unresponsive body in the park
wild.
at about 12:30 Saturday morning.
The victim was identified as 20-year-old Lanaya Dawson,
20 years
who
old,
tragically was
bro.
pronounced dead at the scene after suffering a gunshot wound. Police found 8 9mm shell casings and blood at the location where Lanaya's body was discovered.
Oh my
leading
God.
investigators to believe she may have been killed at the scene
Yeah.
rather than having her body dumped there. The area where she was found, a section of Trail Ridge Road in Mount Airy Forest, is secluded and closed to vehicle traffic, though pedestrians can still access it. This raised further questions about how and why she was in such an isolated area at that time of night. According to Lanaya's mother, she had exchanged text messages with her daughter just hours before learning of the devastating news. The family, understandably shaken by the tragedy, chose not to comment further, citing the immense stress the situation has caused. Coincidentally, the same day Lanaya's body was discovered, she was scheduled to appear in court for a misdemeanor theft charge related to merchandise from a local Walmart.
Why you stealing
As the
from
investigation
Walmart?
continues, numerous questions remain unanswered. Who could have done this to her and why? Was it a personal dispute with a jealous friend or lover? What was she doing out in the park so late?
So
and who was
nobody
she
knows?
with? Could her cell phone provide any clues as to who she might have been meeting that night?
Man,
Is law
she could have been
enforcement
meeting.
withholding-
She could have been meeting somebody. She could have been linking, like I said, linking somebody. Someone could have told her to go out there. A boyfriend, something. Somebody could have forced her to go out there. They could have forced her. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened before she got there, bro. Obviously something. They could have knocked her out. They could have forced her. They could have drugged. They could have did anything, gang. That's wild, bro. That's wild.
Key information to protect the integrity of the investigation. This marks the 69th homicide in Cincinnati, according to the Cincinnati Police Department, a tragic number that is 2 more than the same time in the previous year. As the city grapples with yet another senseless loss of life, family and friends are left searching for answers, hoping for justice, and struggling to make sense of a crime that has shattered their lives.
She kept
That's
us laughing all the
crazy.
time. And I would do anything in the world for her.
Grief
Wow.
weighs heavy on the family of Lanaya Dawson.
It's just too much.
Just before 12:30 Saturday morning, Lanaya's body was discovered on Trail Ridge Road in the Mount Airy
That's
Forest.
crazy, though. Imagine
Cincinnati
you walking in the forest. Like, at nighttime they seen it, or was it daytime?
police say
Like,
she was shot and killed. The person who pulled the trigger taking off.
On the day Lanaya's body was discovered, friends and family gathered near the parking lot of Walnut Hills High School to honor her memory and celebrate the life she lived. In a heartfelt tribute, They arranged candles in the shape of her initials and released balloons, a symbol of love and remembrance. Surrounded by friends who cherished her and family who had lost so much, they offered prayers, hoping for justice and for the person responsible for her tragic death to be found.
She was the life of the party. She was very
Life of the party.
You can always call her, and she'll be there for you.
Family and friends huddled in the parking lot near Walnut Hills High School to remember the young mother of a 1-year-old daughter. They spelled out her initials in candles and said prayers at the person responsible.
So nobody knows what happened? They don't have no suspect, nothing, no evidence, no nothing?
For her death would be found.
At this point right now, we just need prayers, we need answers, we need everything that we need in order to, move forward.
That's wild, y'all.
Because I just don't think that she deserved nothing that has happened to her today.
Nyresha Dawson says she was texting with her daughter just hours before she found out what had happened.
That's what's so weird to me, because it's like, Dad, if I knew that her life was in danger in any type of way, she already knows she can call on any of us and we all be there for her.
After some words of encouragement said at the gathering, the group simultaneously released the balloons that they had brought to remember Naya.
Wow.
This is not real to me. I can't even believe that I'm standing here talking to you about this right now with all these people behind us, and it's sad. Yeah, she was a young lady. She didn't deserve that.
That's
On
crazy,
December 20th, 2024, 20-year-old Lanaya Dawson was laid to rest in a heartfelt
and nobody knows nothing.
In Cincinnati, Ohio, surrounded by family and friends who came to honor her life. The ceremony was filled with a mix of emotions, laughter as they shared fond memories, and tears as they grappled with the devastating loss of a young woman with so much potential.
That's crazy,
Loved ones
dude.
gathered to celebrate her spirit, cherishing the moments they had with her. As of now, there have been no arrests in the case.
No arrest.
And both law enforcement and Lanaya's family and friends are urging anyone with information to come forward.
Wow.
The community remains hopeful that the truth will emerge and that justice will be served.
That is crazy, bro. And they don't know who did it. There's no, all there is shell casings, and then she was there. That's crazy, bro. Obviously, she wouldn't be linking with somebody in the park at nighttime. I mean, that's my logical thinking. You know what I'm saying? My logical line of thinking, I would think she was fighting with somebody, or somebody was doing something, like there had to be a physical fight, an argument, something, and they took her out there after what happened. And they did what they did. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think happened. Like, they dragged her out there, and then they had, the scene was there, but they had to physically put her there. I don't know, man. Let me know, what do y'all think happened in this video, man? Probably sending condolences to her and her family, prayers for her family, bro. Family, that's crazy, bro. What y'all think about this little video, man? And y'all, if y'all not tapped in with me on my live channel or my Twitch channel, man, come tap in with me, man. I do these reactions live every single day. So if you want to be included in the video, or y'all just want to chop it up, y'all want to get turned up, tap in with me on my live channel on my Twitch. Links in the description. You hear me?